We are going live. The Low Council, presented to you by Mechanics of Recovery. That looks kind of cool, right? All right. So, as people are rolling in, I'm going to take this opportunity to let you guys know a couple things. One, I am the proud new marketing director, branding specialist for a wonderful facility out in Fontana called Grace Hope. So you can find them on my thread. I won't waste your time giving you all sorts of details, but they'll be on my Facebook thread and on my Mechanics of Recovery page. So look into them. Great facility as far as addiction goes. I'm also spinning some gears with WJW, which is right next to Crystal Cathedral, and I'll be over there also. So those are two cool things going on. I did start a new endeavor. It is called Mind, Body, and Soul. It is actually a platform for online courses. So I'm going to be doing some online courses. I've had a demand for this, and I've been avoiding it long enough. So I'm making it available to the public. I'm still getting the curriculum down and the format down, but basically you'll be able to purchase online courses that follow a very strict curriculum, and then also have the ability to reach out to me personally. I'm going to be taking small classes, so there's going to be a limited amount of people available in each class, so that I can really focus on each person and their own specific questions, etc., etc., etc. I did finally restart my YouTube page, because my YouTube page was, I think, about 10 years old. So if you YouTube Paxton, you'll see all my cool videos from yesteryear. But I brought it out as the Low Council, so this actually will be on that YouTube page. Mind, Body, and Soul, online courses. Oh, and then, of course, I've been getting calls to be, I don't really want to call it a life coach, let's call it a spiritual valet, but I've been doing some one-on-ones. Those are really in limited supply. You guys know I don't take insurance, and I'm really not about to, spend too much time just doing one-on-ones with everybody, so I'm really only taking one or two at a time. And I really bumped up the price, so I'm not really selling that, but just wanted to let you know how cool I am. All right. The Low Council. So happy for you to join me tonight. Today I am not going to be talking in circles. I'm going to be talking about circles. I'll probably talk in circles too. All right. So right out of the 7 spiritual laws of success, I did some work with Deepak Chopra personally, and some work with other wise men. And a lot of people, whenever they think of like 360 and what goes around comes around, they always think about karma. But actually what this is, it's the law of giving. And I'm going to explain it. Well, first of all, let's talk about circles. Way back in the day, we thought the earth was flat. Now, when I say we, I mean some people, because a lot of people knew it wasn't flat. And not just the Africans and the Mayans, the Vikings knew it. A lot of the ancient Brits knew it. A lot of the Asian countries knew it. But let's say, in general, we thought the earth was flat. So, since the earth was flat, we tried to find the center. And we called it the Axis Mundi. The Axis Mundi. So here's a center called the Axis Mundi, and we thought that was it. Because since it was flat, it was finite, and if you went too far, you'd fall off and run into all sorts of dragons and demons and ittens. So then we used the Pina Colada, the Margarita, the San Antonio, whatever the fuck those boats were called, and they went round, and we all decided, yay, the earth was round. So now that the earth isn't flat and it's round, that is no longer the center. The center's somewhere deep in there. All right? because we figured out that we were a circle. Now, that bothered us greatly. You mean we're not the center? What are you going to do if you're not the center? Everyone's fighting to be the center. So then we said, well, at least the earth is the center of shit. All right? Oh, thank God. At least the earth is center. We're still the center. Oh, no. We found out the earth was actually over there. Oh, my God. At least our sun. At least our sun is the center. Oh, thank God. But then we found out our sun was over there. Oh, no. Well, at least our neighborhood in the galaxy is the center. Nope. Neighborhood in the galaxy is over there. See, we keep on getting bumped off the center of things. The truth is, you're not the center of shit. Nor do you want to be the center. It's lonely in there. You don't want to be the center, and you don't want to be a part of. You want to be a small yet very important part of everything. Now, if you take a circle, you got to remember that everything's a circle. Everything's a cycle, everything's cyclical, everything's turning, everything's spinning. We're on an orb spinning around an orb with others orbs spinning and a circle spinning and a circle spinning. I mean, round and round and round and round we go. Everything's a cycle. Everything's connected above, so is below. You realize that the cow eats grass. And then eats more grass. And then someone comes and stabs the cow. Moo. Turns it into a burger. Eats the burger. Poops into the grass. Eats the burger. Poops into the grass. And then has a baby. And then they die. They turn to dust. They get buried in the ground. The ground to grass. The grass to cow. The cow. Everything goes like that. You drink your coffee. You pee in the ocean. It turns into a cloud. Rains back on you. More coffee. Round and round and round. Now, a circle is an infinite amount of dots. As many dots as you choose to count. You could always choose one more dot in that circle. Infinite. It's not just A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's A, A1, A2, A3, A4, infinitum. B, B1, B2, B4, infinitum. So you can have as many dots in that circle as you choose to count. And you could always choose to count another dot. So what that means is the smallest of dots, the tiniest of dots taken out of this circle will make this circle no longer a circle. So that tiniest of dots is actually huge. You know, a lot of people, they say, oh, well, I'm so small, the universe is so huge. How could I possibly matter? Well, that is the reason why you do matter, is because you are so small. You are more than the drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in the drop. And that's a fact. So now we're realizing our placement in the circle. Well, if everything's a circle, and everything is a circle, I didn't really mean to say if. So, how one spot interacts with another spot is of grave importance. Because everything interacts. And how they don't interact is the interstice, the space in between. The space in between things. How things interact, how they relate. And relation is everything. Because everything is about relationships. Everything's about relationships. How one thing interacts with another thing. Okay? Relationships is what makes you not a fucking potato. The way your genes interact makes you not a potato or a chimpanzee or a common barn mouse. So how things interact is everything. Excuse me. My mind is my world, and you will never visit it. Thank God. You will never visit my mind, okay? It might as well be a far-off planet. Jupiter. And your mind is your world that I will never visit. It might as well be one of Saturn's moons. And they will never, ever, ever be in the same place. Every billions of years, they might get the closest they'll ever be. What up, Big Ben? They might be the closest they've ever been. But when we communicate, we create a joined world that two people can actually be on at the same time. And when you communicate it effectively, back to two different worlds that might see each other every once in a couple blue moons. When you don't communicate, off to two different worlds that will never ever see each other. You might as well be staring at some star in space that's already been destroyed and gone. And of course, communication is an essential part of relationships. So how we interact, grave importance. I mean, look, I'm American. America. I'm American, USA, and that's just how we are. We're built. We're built to fight things. We're built to be against something. It's not always what we stand for. It's what we stand against. But here in this new age, and not just what's going on these last couple months, I mean the new age shift, there's going to be a difference in the way you do things. There's going to be a difference in the battles that we fight. This isn't going to be able to be a battle I fight, rah, 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 against the enemy. This is going to be a battle I have to fight with a different weapon. It's going to be more about who you love and how you love them, and how you interact, and how you communicate. That is going to be the only way to beat this battle, I'm telling you. It's not gonna be something you can shoot or stab or put in a headlock. It's gonna be something you have to talk. Like I tell my daughters, use your words. Use your words. Speak. Thank God I'm a communicator. So, remember a couple years ago, it was the end of the Mayan calendar. Remember everyone was flipping out, the end of the Mayan calendar, boogie, boogie, boogie. Yes, they were stockpiling toilet paper, and they were doing all sorts of canned goods, and it was a big thing, and We figured, since they had a lot of ancient wisdom, which they do, that the end of the calendar meant the second coming of somebody, or the apocalypse, or the Armageddon. We're always so excited to wrap our mind around the end. Thank God it happened in my lifetime, so I can talk about it. We always want to be the one, very prophetic, very apocalyptic. It's, this is the end, and this is the reason, and this is rah, rah, rah. I mean, I even thought earlier today, you know what? What if they're just all trying to get us quarantined so that we don't get the aliens sick when they finally visit us? Yeah, everything. So everyone's worried about the shit, and then the end of the Mayan calendar came and left, and nothing happened. Except for something did happen. Some fuckball went in his grandmother's basement, got a machine gun, and shot up a school, killing 26 people. That's what happened. And then, check your YouTube, and then a comet the size of a school bus smashed into Siberia. Killed nobody. So this guy killed 26 people, and the universe sent us something that killed nobody. What that lets me know is don't worry about what the universe is doing. Don't you worry about what God's doing. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's been doing it for a while. Why didn't we know about that guy? Why didn't we give that guy a hug? Why did that guy feel so distant? Why did he feel so apart from the circle? See, it's more about how I love my neighbor, how I interact with my neighbor, how I have a problem with my neighbor, how I set boundaries with my neighbor. See, this is what's really going on. That is going to be the beginning. You go within or you go without. It's not about without. It's about within. It's not about the stars. It's not even about the ocean. It's about your brain. We know more about the stars than we do our ocean, and more about our ocean than we do our brain. I say heaven, and you look up at the stars and picture the furthest thing away from you. Literally, you use your imagination to picture the furthest thing away from you. And then you go to the ocean. Oh, it's so spiritual because the ocean is so big and spiritual and splashy, splashy waves. And then you look in the mirror and you go, ah. You look at the neighbor and go, ah. You see that guy and go, ah. Kid draws a picture, you're like, ah. When it's not diamonds, gold, wood. It's actually wood, gold, diamonds. This is the deal. You want to know about the universe? Know about yourself. Morpheus? Morpheus is trying to be me. Get hip. So it's less about that and more about here. I'm so happy to hear you all, but do you hear me? Do you follow what I'm saying? It's more about the circle, how you interact, how one thing interacts with another thing. So when I started, I was talking about how it's everything 360, what goes around comes around. That's less about karma. See, that's more about the law of giving. The law of giving is very important. I'll read the law of giving to you in case you haven't heard it. Number 1, wherever I go and whoever I encounter, I will bring them a gift. The gift may be a compliment, a flower, a prayer. Today I will give something to everyone I come in contact with, and so I will begin the process of circulating joy, wealth, and affluence in my life and the lives of others. Number 2, today I will gratefully receive all the gifts that life has to offer me. I will receive the gifts of nature, sunlight, the sounds of birds singing, or a spring shower, or the first snow of winter. I will also be open to receiving from others, whether it be the form of a material gift, money, a compliment, or a prayer. And 3, I will make a commitment to keep wealth circulating in my life by giving and receiving life's most precious gifts, the gifts of caring, affection, appreciation, and love. Each time I meet someone, I will silently wish them happiness, joy, and laughter. That is the law of giving. You can't just give and not receive. That is not a relationship. That is not correct interaction. You give, whether it be actually, physically, financially, socially, sexually, mentally, or emotionally, or any other lead you can think of. If you just give and don't receive, there are no true takers. There's only bad givers. You give in the wrong way, you're going to take back big. And if you do nothing but take, then that means you're a taker and the world would be better off without you. You have to give and receive, ebb and flow. I'm going to show you the most powerful thing in the world right now. This is my statue of Hades. Hey, Hades, nice beard. Why, thank you, Paxton. You're welcome, Hades. Right now, that was the most important thing in the world. Give gift, receive gift, return gift. Now, never mind, I'm talking to a statue. The point is, you have to give and receive and give. If you don't, then that is stagnant energy. And stagnant energy is some nasty shit. Just like the river or the stream or the brook has to flow. Fresh water. If it's stagnant, ponds, swamps, bogs, mires, it goes nowhere. That's where mosquitoes lay their eggs. That's where algae grows. So, it has to flow. There's a lady who buried something like $20,000 worth of dimes, nickels, quarters, and pennies on her property. True story. She was arrested and fined because that's illegal. You might not realize that, but that is illegal. Number 1, that is not your money. That is property of the United States government. Number 2, what if everybody on the block did that? They would literally feel that in a whole other country if everybody in the block did that. That would affect our world economy. That money is to be moved. As soon as you put it in the bank, it goes to Australia, rounds Greenland, comes up through Hawaii. See, it moves. You have to keep that energy moving. You take that out, they'll feel that around the world. Change is a lubricant to our economy. Nothing gets bought or sold without change. Now, that's just change. What if you took love out of circulation? They would feel that around the globe. Facts. What if you took your participation in life out of the equation and you still lived? Then that means you'd be taking and not giving. If I threw a party and Jessica, Stacy, you brought the dessert. Emily, you brought the music. Marcus, you brought the meat. And here I come with nothing. That means the party would have been better off without me. I'm bringing nothing to the table. That means I'm just taking. Can't be a taker. You got to participate in the circulation of things, in the cycle, in the circle, in the flow. That is most important. So, realizing that that is the way you have to function, all right? Realizing that this is not a flat world. And even if you think it is flat, it's actually not flat. It's a cube spinning, so you're still wrong. It's a circle. All things are a circle. All things interact. And how you participate in that circle is of grave importance. That is spiritual convexity. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you came in late or if you bounced out too early, this will be posted on my Facebook page, so check it out. Again, it'll also be on my YouTube page. Peace.